My parents forced me to pay $5,000 for my brother's rehab, saying I owed them. I refused and cut contact. That was 3 months ago. Today, they're begging me to help with his relapse. So here I am, sitting in my Honda Civic in the Walmart parking lot, staring at my phone like it's about to explode. My mom's been blowing up my texts all morning, and honestly, I'm not ready for this drama again. But I guess you guys deserve the full story since my last post got so much attention. For context, I'm 28, work in accounting, and live about 2 hours away from my hometown. My brother Jake is 25, and he's been struggling with substance issues since high school. Not gonna sugarcoat it, dude's been through more rehab programs than I can count on both hands. 3 months ago, my parents cornered me during what I thought was going to be a normal Sunday dinner. Mom made her famous pot roast, Dad was watching the game on his old Samsung TV, and everything seemed chill. Then they dropped the bomb. "We need you to contribute to Jake's treatment," Dad said, not even looking away from the screen. $5,000. I nearly choked on my Pepsi. Come again? Mom jumped in with this whole speech about family responsibility and how they'd spent their retirement savings on Jake's previous attempts at getting clean. Apparently, they'd found this fancy facility in Colorado that specialized in his particular issues, but their insurance would only cover part of it. "You owe us," Mom said, and those 3 words hit me like a freight train. "We paid for your college, your car, helped with your apartment deposit. It's time to give back." I'm not gonna lie, that stung. But here's the thing. I busted my rear end in college, graduated with a 3.8 GPA, and landed a solid job right out of school. I've been paying my own bills since I was 22, and I even helped them out when Dad's Chevy needed major repairs last year. "I've been helping you guys," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Remember the transmission? The roof repairs after that storm? That's different." Dad finally turned around. "This is about Jake. He's family." The whole conversation went downhill from there. They kept pushing, saying I was being selfish, that I made good money and could afford it. Mom even brought out the guilt trip about how I was the successful one and should help my struggling brother. But here's what really got me. Jake wasn't even there. He was supposedly at a friend's place, probably getting messed up again. This whole conversation was happening without him even knowing about it. Update. Holy cow, the responses on my last post were incredible. You guys really helped me see this situation clearly. Some of you asked if Jake even wanted help. Spoiler alert, that becomes important later. What would you do if your family demanded money for someone who kept refusing to stay clean? I told them no. Flat out refused. Not because I don't love Jake, but because I'd watched this pattern repeat itself over and over. He'd go to treatment, seem better for a few months, then relapse harder than before. Each time my parents would find some new program, some new hope, and drain more of their savings. "You're abandoning your brother," Mom said, and I could see tears starting to form. "I'm not abandoning anyone," I replied, "but I'm not enabling this cycle anymore." That's when Dad really lost it. Started yelling about how I thought I was better than everyone, how success had gone to my head. Said some things that I'm not going to repeat here, but let's just say they cut deep. I grabbed my jacket and left. Drove home in complete silence. No.
Continuation of the story at the link below.